My name's Buckley. I am the Director of Web Development and Design. So I lead the web and design team that's under Marcom right now. When I first started at the university, it was about 12 years ago, I think. And I started originally as a graphic designer for the extended education group, and then kind of slowly moved more into web development, and then now started managing the group, and been here ever since. Web and design team is a shared service under Marcom, so we provide a wide variety of web and design services to OTDI, and then also a select number of MITs and external clients around the university. So our web and design team first formed around 2014, I believe, and this was back when both OD and OCIO were still two separate organizations, and at the time we had a small web team that was on the OCIO side and a small web team that was on the OD side, and although they really were two very separate organizations with separate needs, the work that both groups were doing was very similar. So we ended up combining, and I think we were one of the first shared services under Marcom, and most of us have been working together ever since then, which has been pretty great. So the scope of the work that we've done has changed a bit over the years. We've added some other great team members, but it really was 2014 is kind of when the team that we have now really first formed. And on the design side of things, we do a variety of things from illustrations and animations, graphic design, print materials, things like that. And on the web side, we primarily do Drupal websites. We have several custom Drupal platforms that we manage and build most of our sites off of, but we also get to do a lot of special projects and help out with things like U.OSU, which is the university's WordPress instance, Buckley UX, which is university's platform agnostic design system, which is a recent project. So get to work on a wide variety of projects with groups across the university. I think especially the more we've gotten to collaborate on projects like Bucks, I think we've been seen as subject matter experts for, again, everything from the design side of things all the way to the back-end development that we're doing. Daniel on our team's doing a lot of really awesome work with DevOps and kind of getting our platform set up and allowing us to have a great platform that meets university needs and provides like a consistent experience, but then also we are able to easily customize sites without having to create like an entirely new site instance, and make it a lot easier for us to be able to update the sites moving forward. We work very closely with the Central University Marketing Group. We also get to collaborate with a lot of marketing groups from other areas around the university. Bucks is just one example of a project that we've worked on with them. Since it's with the new university branding, this has kind of been the tool we worked on together to be able to make it easier for developers to actually implement this in projects. So as that brand's actively being developed, it's obviously a close relationship to make sure we're updating the design system to account for all those changes. But we've done a lot of other work with them. The web policy that we have at the university is super outdated right now, so that's been another recent collaboration with them to kind of work together and make sure the modern requirements and whatnot are actually included in that. We're starting to value a kind of consistent brand experience, both brand and just consistency and user experience across properties. So the goal with our platform is to make it so that you can build websites without having a full stack developer team and be sure that they're going to be compliant with accessibility, branding, all of that. I think one of the exciting things is it opens up the door for more teams to be able to have a web presence when they need one, and to, again, not have to build a full team or spend a lot of money with a vendor, that they can kind of have that security and knowing where they're building these tools. Instead of treating each PowerPoint as its own separate thing, having accessible, branded, easy-to-use templates up front makes it so that adding changes is a lot easier and it can get pushed out to more things. It equips people who maybe don't have the design knowledge or accessibility knowledge to make sure they're producing products that actually will meet university requirements, things like that. So it makes it so much easier for anybody to pick these up and make whatever digital assets they need to and kind of ensure they're compliant and branded appropriately. One of our biggest accomplishments has been keeping up with change, both in the industry and at the university, also with an increase for our service over time. We've onboarded several new clients this year, added a lot more websites than we were planning on, but we've also, at the same time, have been updating our platform from Drupal 8 to 9 and to 10 has been happening in the background. That's a whole new set of technologies that we've had to learn. All of the university initiatives that I said our team's involved with, I think we've done a good job at keeping up with all of the change. And again, at the same time, trying to help groups that don't have the support that they need and making sure we're constantly relooking at the services that we have and are evolving those to continue to meet university needs over time.